First off, I want to address something important. However, I want to apologize in advance to anyone who might feel offended by the content of this video. My intention is not to disrupt anyone's belief or challenge anyone's belief. These are just my personal reflections based on my own experiences. So I want to emphasize that I'm not directing this at anyone in particular. So I kindly ask that you refrain from any negative reactions directed towards me. And just a friendly reminder: if you do come for me, I might have already changed my location, so you won't meet me when you arrive. So let's just keep things light-hearted. Get alright. So let's get into the meat of it. So last Sunday I went to church like many other Sundays, and during the service we had this incredible lengthy prayer session that lasted for over 40 to 45 minutes. To be honest, it was interesting as well as challenging for me, to engage with some of the prayer points that were being raised. This isn't because I do not like to pray or I lack faith. No. In fact, I consider myself a devoted Christian who values the power of prayers. It's just that instead of communicating in prayers, my mind was racing, was reflecting deeply on what we were praying about. For over 45 minutes, we fervently engaged in prayers aimed at casting and binding the devil, who we often blame for hindering our progress. We focused on combating spiritual forces that we think are responsible for preventing us from moving forward in life. So, however, while everyone was praying, while everyone were praying fervently, my consciousness drifted, and I was wondering about the implication of our actions. So a question popped in my head that, what if in our attempts to cast out the devil, we're actually casting and binding ourselves? I'm just thinking aloud. If my memory serves me correctly, Christians have continued to cast and bind the devil, yet the devil is still on the loose. Now, don't get me wrong, I fully recognize that there are indeed spiritual battles we face, The Bible even states that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, which indicates that there are genuine forces working against us. However, my thoughts is towards a different perspective, that what if we are often our own worst enemies? It seems to me that we spend excessive time and energy rebuking external forces. But what if we redirected some of those focus towards understanding our true identity and potential in Christ? I believe that by overly attributing our struggles, to the devil, we might inadvertently be giving him too much credit. We might be giving the devil too much credit for our circumstances or anything that happens to us, which in reality, many of our limitations exist in our mind and stem from a lack of understanding of who we truly are in Christ. So I pondered the idea that perhaps we should shift our focus from casting out demons or the devil to truly embracing the identity that God has bestowed upon us. Imagine what could happen if we devoted some of that time spent in fervent prayers, to self-discovery and spiritual growth, truly recognizing our strength and capabilities instead of just the obstacles before us. It could lead us to a significant transformation, not just in our prayer lives, but in our overall approach to even spiritual and personal growth, which I believe is the will of God. Alright, So please, I'm not saying don't pray. Prayer is good. In fact, prayer is very important. But much more than casting and binding the devil and making the devil responsible for everything that happens to you, sometimes it's just the time to look inwardly. Thank you for letting me share my thoughts. I hope they resonate with you in some way. Thank you.